Hey, it's your boy, Sergeant Hooked on Heroes, hitting you with another, sorry about that, brand spanking video. This is going to be video number 1 in my series of the most badass moments in Power Rangers by season. Again, it's my Power Month video idea I was going to do. Might follow it up with a few, Ranger morphs I might put on a TikTok and stuff like that. But just wanted to, put this together as kind of an idea, a fun idea to kind of go through some of my most favorite classic moments from these shows. As I said in the previous video where I kind of described the idea behind it, how I came up with it, most of the seasons that have two, like Dino Fury had season 1, season 2, Beast Morphers, or anyone that had super seasons will probably be into one thing. Now, there are seasons I don't like or that I'm not a big fan of. I'm probably going to be pooping on them a little bit, but, hey, we're all adults here watching children's television, so get over it. No, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like I said, if I offend in any way with my opinions, I do apologize. It's just kind of how I feel about certain seasons and what I think the cool moments were. So yeah, with all that aside, we can jump into my first video here, which is going to be on Power Rangers Dino Fury, seasons 1 and 2 combined. This is a fantastic season. I really, really enjoyed it. I think it's an absolute win, personally, for Rhea Soldier fans. I'm on the side of adaptations where I like when they take the base, bone structure, if you will, of the Sentai and build off of that to make a new story. And they kind of did that here to an extent. Dino Fury had a lot of really, really cool ideas, ways that they took the aesthetics of Rhea Soldier and adapted it for an American mindset, an American sense of style and just of narrative structure and things of that nature. So overall, I had a fantastic time with the show overall. But there are two moments that stick out to me as pretty awesome moments. The first one I would like to talk about is in season 1 of Dino Fury, and that will probably have to be once we have the full team together. I think that's, it's the episode where Izzy and Javi get their powers, and she rips off the skirt and all of that. That whole episode pretty much is one of my favorite episodes of the whole series. It's really fantastically written. I really enjoy the dialogue. I think that the way that they write Izzy, she works really well and bounces off really well the rest of the cast, especially her being the technical youngest of them, character-wise, being a high school student, while the rest of them are early 20-somethings. It's just a unique team makeup that you don't usually see. And a nice little nod to Rhea Soldier where Toa and Bamba had a similar dynamic, where Bamba was the older brother to Toa's younger, snarky, I know everything younger brother. So it worked really well. I loved that whole thing. She rips the skirt off or whatever, and she's like, skirts are not my thing. And just in general, it was really cool to see that, to see a female character, see that she was, gendered by the morphing grid, kinda, and was like, screw that, and, changes it herself, was really cool. And a nice little nod and little poke, little fun poke at, Power Rangers history, where a lot of, if you don't know, a lot of Rangers throughout the different seasons, depending on their color designation, were actually a male in the Sentai, whereas they're female in the Power Rangers adaptation. As everyone knows, most people do, Power Rangers, right? Zyuranger had, I believe Yellow was Boy, I think was his name, and that was a guy, and clearly in Power Rangers, that was Trini and then Aisha. So very similar to that in the way of kind of poking fun at that trope a little bit. And it was just really cool. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was really cool. I think she's a really awesome character, and as an introduction to her as the member of the team she becomes, being very, scrappy and not willing to stand down, being very fiercely protective of her friends, but also being very competitive, which feeds into her character arc of being a runner and an athlete in general, was really cool. And I think that's a really cool moment, seeing that happen where she morphs for the first time, fights for the first time in her own style, and the way she knows how to fight, not just a bit of the knowledge she's getting from morphing for the first time, was really cool. So I think that was one of the most badass moments to me in season 1. Season 2, and again, with all of this, of course, there's going to be spoilers. Go watch these seasons. There's plenty of ways to do it. I've talked about it many times before, but, there's ways you can watch some of it through Netflix, some of it through YouTube, the other ways with your pirate hat. So there are plenty of ways. I'm going to definitely be spoiling things. But season 2 would probably be the entire end sequence against the Void Beast thing, the giant monster gross meat thing that Void Queen creates out of the Sporix or whatever. I really like it for a lot of reasons. Seeing the team synergy, seeing them fight each in their own different ways, but also like kind of parrying off each other and like helping each other out a lot during the fight was really cool. I love that teamwork stuff is really important for a Ranger season to me, to like be important and like worthwhile as a season, to see them come together as a team who knows each other so well, they understand each other's fighting style like the back of their hand and can fight in tandem really well. We get some really cool combo things. We get them doing a bit of their morph poses in the fight, like while they're fighting. There's just a lot of really good cinematography to it. Effects are pretty decent to it. The choreography is pretty cool. I like the lead up to it with Void Knight using the Dino Knight Morpher to become Void Knight armor again, and using it to break through so that, you know, they can, like, he's the kind of the reason why the fight is able to happen at the end, you know? That was really cool, and it breaks the Morpher, which kind of pissed me off. But, seeing as I didn't mention the Dino Knight Morpher as I would mention the Max Riosoul Red fight, I would not really talk about it much in Dino Fury because it was kind of a wet fart of an episode, in my opinion. But it was a really cool thing. I really liked the finale in general, but that moment near the end where they all are banded together to fight against Void Queen and this Void Beast giant thing was really cool. It was really unique, and I like that it took like elements of what we know from Rio Soldier with like Eris and all of that, and kind of just put it in a blender and mix it around and gave us something really unique and special. There were elements similar, you know, where, as we know in spoilers for Rio Soldier, near the end there's some sacrifices that happen that aren't completely sacrifices. They're pretty close, and then people kind of get brought back. Same thing here. Zato sacrifices himself, but as we know near the end of the episode, he comes back as the Ghost Ranger, who all of a sudden will be the Zenith Ranger in Cosmic Fairy. You have a lot of explaining to do, a lot of work to do here, Pookie. Oh my god. But it was a really cool moment. I really think that final battle was really well put together, really well directed, choreographed, voiced. The fights are really great. The dialogue is pretty well written and snappy, and overall it had a lot of weight to it, and it showed the progress they made as a team up to that point. The synergy that they'd created between each other up to that point was really strong, and I really like that. So yeah, that would be my favorite moments, the most badass moments, in my opinion, of Season 1 and Season 2 of Dino Fury. But let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of Dino Fury? What were your favorite moments from it, your most badass moments? Love to see the conversations going and, you know, kind of what people think about different seasons and stuff like that. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And as always, stay hooked on heroes. I'll talk to you later, and may the power protect you. Bye-bye. Happy Power Month. Woo!